Stood out most for Berkshire Hathaway was roughly about 20.92 million shares purchased of a gold mining stock, Barrick Gold, during the second quarter. Hey guys, Eli here from Urban Lifestyle, and the precious metals fanatic went crazy when they saw the headline saying,
"Extra, extra, read all about it. Warren Buffett just bought gold."
But when I first heard the headlines, I was like, that's weird. And that's because Warren Buffett has publicly said he doesn't like gold. So why is he buying gold? Let's find out. So if this is your first time on this channel and you guys like to talk about personal finances and mindset, make sure you guys start now by hitting the subscribe button, leaving a thumbs up, and also comment down your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, if you guys want a free stock on Robinhood or some books I believe you guys should read, or if you guys want to know what kind of accessories that I use when I'm making my production videos, check down the description below. All right, so Warren Buffett has publicly said he doesn't like gold, and we can clearly see that in this clip right here.
You had a shareholder who asked you a question about gold over the weekend, and your response was pretty interesting. Berkshire versus gold. You want to talk about how that's performed over the years?
Yeah, but we can go beyond that. But certainly, when we took over Berkshire, Berkshire was selling at $15 a share, and gold was selling at $20 an ounce. And gold is now $1,600, and Berkshire's $120,000. But you can take a broader example than that. If you buy an ounce of gold today and you hold it 100 years, you can go to it every day and you can coo to it and you can caress it and you can fondle it and 100 years from now you'll have 1 ounce of gold and it won't have done anything for you in between. If you buy 100 acres of farmland, it will produce for you every year. You can use that money to buy more farmland. You can do it all kinds of things. For 100 years, it'll produce things for you, and you still have 100 acres of farmland at the end of the 100 years. You could buy the Dow Jones Industrial Average for 66 at the start of 1900. Gold was then $20. At the end, it was 11,400, but you'd all gotten dividends for 100 years. So a productive asset of any kind, a decent productive asset, is going to kill a non-productive asset over time. Now, in any given 1 year period, 5 year period, any asset can outperform another asset. Tulips.
Why don't you join me, Warren? Why don't you join me and buy some cows? I like your farmland, but you're in Nebraska for Iowa. You love steak. We can have leather. We can have manure. We can have milk. We can have meat. We'll employ people.
You can have the manure. I'll take the meat.
I've got plenty of the manure. No, but we'll employ people taking care of the cows. That little bar of gold that's worth 50, whatever. We had one in here. Look, I think it was worth like $60,000 or $70,000. I can get like so many head of cattle for that and be productive. That was my point. But you like farmland. You just too lazy to take care of the cattle or something? Pay some people.
Absolutely. Have you ever tried to take care of cattle, Joe?
It must be. I think it might be hard. I know I've tipped a few, but I've never.
Have you tipped?
No, I've never done it.
I hope you have not tipped. That's mean.
It's cruel.
It is cruel.
They're sweet. They're sweet, but they're not too bright. Like me.
With land, you can get somebody else to do all the work, give them a percentage of the crop, and you can sit back there for 100 years and get a percentage of the crop, and you still got the land when you get all through. I will guarantee you that farmland over 100 years is going to be gold, and so are equities.
Why do you think gold bugs get so irate? Because they really come out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. If you go on CNBC and say that bonds are kind of a poor investment, people don't get mad at you. You don't even hear from the Treasury. You can knock almost any investment, and people may get a little irritated. But when you talk about gold. And of course, that says something about their motivations for ownership. They want people to agree with them. They want everybody to get so scared they run to a cave with gold. And caves might be a better investment than gold. At least they're not producing more caves all the time. So they want people to be as afraid as they are, because that's what's going to produce an increase in prices. Incidentally, they're right to be afraid of paper money. They have their basic premise that paper money around the world is going to get worth less and less and less over time is absolutely correct. But
you just disagree with the investment theory beyond that.
Yeah. Where they run from that, and they should run from it, is where, in my view, they make the mistake. But they have a correct basic premise. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're looking at that video and Warren Buffett didn't physically buy gold, then you're like, that makes sense. In this article, it stated that what stood out most for Berkshire Hathaway was roughly about 20.92 million shares purchased of a gold mining stock, Barrick Gold, during the second quarter. The value of this position based on the filling equates to about $564 million, along with rebuying Berkshire Hathaway stock and adding to the company's existing position in Bank of America. Barrick Gold is amongst Berkshire Hathaway's biggest investment in 2020. So to set the scene, we have Warren Buffett the whole 2020, the beginning half of 2020, him not buying any stocks, and people's going crazy about that. Then we have Warren Buffett selling some of his bank share alongside with some of the airline stocks that he has, and people went crazy over that. Then to add on Bank of America, and people went crazy over that. And what got everybody going crazy is the fact that he's buying gold mining stocks right now. So what is it that Warren Buffett is doing? Now, let's take a look at this Barrick Gold stock, all right? We can see right now in current time with this recording, it's actually standing at $29. It's actually down from the last trading day, but we can see the volume of this stock. It trades averagely, the average volume that the stock has is about 18 million, and the market cap for this company is 51 billion, over 51 billion, and we can see the PE ratio is at 11. So when looking at the outer layer of this company, we can see that it's a good company without doing any more research on this company, like doing a deep dive and seeing their balance sheet and all that. Now, something else that caught my attention about this company, that it pays about a 0.92% dividend yield each and every year. So now, before I go into my thoughts, did Warren Buffett really buy gold? Let's take a look at this article right here. Although Buffett's name is imprinted on many of Berkshire Hathaway long-term holding, one thing that becomes increasingly noticeable is that he began handling some of the reins over to his two investment liaisons, Todd Combs and Ted Weschler. Hopefully I said that name right. So Warren Buffett really didn't buy gold, but it's his company, so of course he knew about it. So why did Berkshire Hathaway buy gold stocks, even though we know that Warren Buffett is not a huge fan in gold? Well, the answer is very simple. Warren Buffett probably don't like gold, but Warren Buffett is a big fan in companies. He didn't buy gold, he bought a company that produces gold. See, you can physically buy gold and hold it in a safe, and that's it. You don't get nothing back. It doesn't yield you anything besides the gains you'll take if the prices of gold shoots up. But at the same time, you can buy a company that involves gold and that pays you a dividends, and you make money over the span of time, and not even talking about the appreciation of the stock price when that company goes up. With the way that the economy is today, Buffett knows that a lot more people are going to flood into the gold markets, because a lot of people like to buy gold when the economy's future is not too clear. And how else can you really take advantage of this besides physically owning gold? Well, I believe that's the next best thing, buying the companies that produces the gold itself. And in a nutshell, I do believe that's why Berkshire Hathaway bought gold. Well, gold stocks, of course. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's highly appreciated. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also check out some of my other content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a beautiful day.